I have a friend. He is a very open-minded guy. I am close friends with him to the point where, like, I can sit there and tell him, like, I identify as a straight male. In my head, I identify as a straight male. And you can go back in my videos and figure out that jazz, but, like, I mean, for all extensive purposes, let's accept that fact. So the thing is that, like, I don't present as male at all. Well, besides my shaved head, yeah, I don't try to pass as male. So I don't mind being, one, misgendered if I am seen as male. I don't mind being stereotyped or judged as like a butch lesbian. I don't mind any of it. It doesn't bother me. I am who I am and I get who I want, and usually just so happens to be straight chicks, and I'm okay with that. He knows, it's well versed. But if you were gonna label me and you were gonna put me in a box, I would probably identify my own self as like transgender pansexual. Okay, so I identify as male and I'm attracted to anyone who, like, regardless of how they identify and who they're attracted to. It doesn't bother me. So guys, girls, MTF, FTM, like, it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm very much eclectic in that way. So he's casually talking to me, and he's like, trans people have like a lot of things that they go through, and I'm like, yeah, they do a little bit, and I don't feel comfortable speaking on behalf of the trans community when I myself have not transitioned nor taken steps to do it, like, outwardly, because I don't feel I have to take hormones, and I don't feel like I need to get reassignment surgery. Like, I just don't feel it. So I don't feel qualified to as somebody who doesn't present that way, like, I don't feel qualified to, like, answer all his questions. However, when he had made the comment, like, basically he does not see, we were talking about male to female, and he was like, no matter what, that female is still a male. Like, I will always see this female as a male. And I'm like, why? He goes, no, don't get me wrong, like, if she's taking hormones and, you know, she got surgery, like, yeah, like, she's a woman. And I'm like, so if you can't tell if was born male, is this, like, if you can't tell, then I don't understand how you're calling her a man still. That's why I'm confused. He's like, well, if she still has a dick, she's a man. And I said to him, if she still has a dick, but you wouldn't know that, what are you gonna ask her? And the answer is no. You're not gonna go up to some hot chick that you may or may not think was trans and be like, by the way, what's in your pants? Don't get me wrong, that happens, and it's very offensive to some people, and it does happen. But for all extensive purposes, you can't sit there and judge somebody and be like, you are not a woman based on what's in your pants, when I don't even know what's in your pants. And that was the point I was trying to make to him. And it was very odd dealing with a conversation that was almost like a third party type of transphobia, because I myself am not transitioning. However, you know, I'm well versed in the aspects of that community, and it's very weird to have to, like, push back and ask questions. Like, you're saying that somebody isn't, you know, male or female, and you're saying it based on what's in their pants, which you don't see. Because I pulled up real quick, you know, a lot of YouTubers who were both M to F and both F to M at all different stages of transition, and was like, is this a guy? Is this a girl? Like, you tell me. Because according to this photo, like, you don't see what's in their pants, so how are you judging it? And for somebody who I know is completely open-minded, 100%, but still has there's still an ignorance, so it just shows that even the most open-minded individuals are not educated enough. And it's something that I felt like I, like, imparted my wisdom somewhat therein a little bit. And he at one point was just like, wow, okay, like, because I schooled him. I fucking schooled him. Like, I schooled him. I educated somebody, and it was very interesting to defend the trans community when I'm not even fully, like, enveloped in it. But it just was like, wow, like people think 100 billion times like worse than the way he thinks. And it was just interesting to at least the good part of the story is that he is so open-minded. And when I said certain aspects of my story and, you know, points and, you know, had visuals, you know, he was very receptive to like, oh shit, like you're right, like I guess you're right, like that makes complete sense. Like I would never go up to somebody and ask like what's in their pants, and I would never not ask a chick out like whether or not like I had a hunch, like, you know what I mean? So hey, I educated one person, and that's all I gotta say. That was my story of the day. Yeah. Be you. That's all I gotta say. We're done!